Hello everybody, my name is Fariba and this is my channel The Medieval Reader. So today I want to continue talking about my plans for this channel and what it is that I plan to do and what I don't want to do and where I feel that I will belong in the BookTube community. So I have this sugary drink that pretends to be coffee, and I have this list that's out of order because I cannot count. So let's begin. Number 1, reviews. So I do not want to make review videos. I do like watching review videos, but I have a blog called Exploring Classics, which is down below. I want my YouTube channel to supplement and not replace my blog. So spoiler-free reviews will be on my blog. Instead, I want to have discussion videos, which means that there will be spoilers. However, because I do not read very many plot-driven books, I tend to read books that experiment with narrative style, with language, that explore character, that explore certain philosophical questions. I don't think that's going to be a huge problem. But if you don't want the book spoiled, I will always have a very brief spoiler-free review at the beginning of the discussion video, link my more thorough response in my blog down below, and then tell you that there will be spoilers, and so you can click away if you don't want to be spoiled. I don't think this will be a huge problem though. I do find that some books are actually even more enjoyable to read knowing the plot in advance, because then I can really pay attention to the language and the structure. So I want to make a series of videos about history. As I have indicated, my time period is the very late medieval and Renaissance age. I'm currently reading a book called The Serpent and the Lamb by Stephen Osment, and it is a book on Lucas Cranach the Elder. The full title is The Serpent and the Lamb, Cranach, Luther, and the Making of the Reformation. So this year is the 500th anniversary of the Protestant Reformation, and because I'm very interested in this period, I really want to make a series of videos talking about the early 16th century, not just the Protestant Reformation or the Counter-Reformation, but also talk about navigation, the scientific revolution, in heliocentricity. I want to talk about both the magisterial and the radical Reformation. I want to talk about just different aspects of this period. And the reason why I want to talk about these things also is because I read a lot, and I just never am able to talk about what I read with other people. So I want to chronicle my learning through books on my YouTube channel. So it will be more of a playlist about the kind of books that I read. And hopefully that interests you. My goal is that my videos will be more like podcasts that you can just listen to while playing on Facebook or something. I'm not really interested in showing you shiny books or having you look at my face. I don't know. I just felt like I couldn't have discussions on my blog, and I've noticed that people are able to have some really great discussions on YouTube, so I want to be able to have that. Which leads me to the next point. Problematic themes. As you can imagine, there are quite a lot of problematic themes in late medieval and Renaissance books. And I will admit that. I will discuss that. I really believe that they need to be talked about, otherwise we do repeat history. And 500 years from now, if global warming hasn't killed us all, people will look back at our generation and be horrified by what even the most progressive of us said. And that's really encouraging, even to me, who tends to be quite a pessimistic person, that we can move forward. You know, when I study history and I see even someone like Montaigne, who was a very open-minded, progressive humanist, speaking about the indigenous people of the Americas in the way that he did, even while he's being sympathetic to them, he is still being very racist. I feel comforted because I'm like, we know that these kind of attitudes are not appropriate today. At least most of us do, and that gives me a lot of hope that we can move forward and we can continue to learn about the world. But I think that we need to study history, and to study history means encountering problematic stuff. Currently reading Notre Dame de Paris by Victor Hugo. There are problematic themes in this book. I mean, you have a man named Quasimodo who has a disfigurement, and he is, ridiculed. And there's also a gypsy. I haven't reached, I've only read like 50 pages of this book so far, but I'm sure she's going to be stereotyped. And I will, in my discussion video, I'll be talking about my thoughts about the representation in this book, but also other things. So I really think that reading books with problematic themes can be extremely valuable if we acknowledge that they're problematic. But we also need to understand that people don't have access to every kind of knowledge. The reason why we know something is problematic is because we've had conversations with people that we haven't had conversations with before. And when we have these conversations, we learn to understand other people's worldviews. So, we're all limited, and, we need to admit our limitations. Like I said, I want to make discussion videos, but I also want to make response videos to articles, book-related articles that I find online. And I really want to encourage people to make their own playlist of videos about the kind of research, the kind of topics that they're interested in. I'm not going to be making any book haul videos because I only want to talk about the books that I've read, and I don't feel like I can talk about books that I haven't read. That being said, I do enjoy watching book haul videos. They give me ideas. And I guess that's it for now. I will be making a video next week. I'm making a lot of videos right now because school just let out, but I'm not going to be making that many videos from now on. So let me know what you're reading, and I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.